Welcome back to Let's Get Motivated, the place where we learn, encourage, and teach someone to rise above challenges, transform our mindset, and build a stronger version of ourselves every single day. When we hear the word legacy, many people think about fame, money, or achievements that put their name in lights. But a real legacy is not built by how loud the applause is. It's built by how deeply you touch lives when no one is watching. Legacy is what people feel when they remember you, not what they see on your resume. It's the values you live by, the kindness you show, and the courage you demonstrate in hard moments. Every single day, whether you realize it or not, you're building a legacy through your choices, your attitude, and your actions. The powerful truth is this: you don't need to be rich, famous, or perfect to leave a legacy that matters. You just need to live with intention, purpose, and heart. So today, let's talk about how to build a legacy that outlives success and truly impacts generations. If you're watching this, I want you to hear this clearly. You are stronger than your struggle. You are bigger than your setback. And you still have a future worth fighting for. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive in and grow together. Number 1. Live with purpose, not just routine. People remember those who lived with conviction, not those who simply followed the crowd. A purposeful life inspires others to search for their own meaning. Your legacy grows when your life reflects clarity, not confusion. Purpose transforms ordinary days into impactful moments. When you know your why, your life speaks louder than words. Purpose fuels perseverance when motivation fades. It gives you the strength to stand firm when life shakes you. A legacy that matters always starts with a life that knows where it's going. A meaningful legacy begins when you stop living on autopilot and start living with intention. Too many people wake up, work, sleep, and repeat without ever asking why they are doing what they do. Purpose gives direction to your decisions and meaning to your struggles. When you live with purpose, your action aligns with something bigger than comfort or convenience. Purpose pushes you to grow even when it's uncomfortable. It reminds you that your life is not an accident, but an assignment. Every challenge becomes a lesson instead of a burden. Number 2. Put people before positions. Compassion leaves fingerprints on hearts that time cannot erase. The smallest act of kindness can become someone else's turning point. Legacy grows when you value humanity over hierarchy. Respecting people regardless of status builds trust and honor. True influence comes from humility, not authority. When you invest in people, you plant seeds that grow beyond your lifetime. Relationships are the bridges your legacy travels on. Choose love over ego every time. A legacy that matters is always people-centered. Titles fade, but relationships last. The world may celebrate status, but legacy is built through connection. People will forget what position you held, but they will never forget how you made them feel. When you choose people over pride, you show what truly matters. Listening, encouraging, and showing up creates a ripple effect that outlives any promotion. Leadership is not about power, it's about service. When you uplift others, you multiply your impact. Number 3. Be consistent, even when no one is watching. People trust those who are reliable, not those who are flashy. Consistency proves integrity. It shows that you are the same person in every room. The discipline you practice today becomes the story others tell tomorrow. Legacy is not built overnight, it's built daily. Staying faithful in small things prepares you for bigger responsibilities. What you repeatedly do becomes what you're remembered for. Legacy is built in the unseen moments. What you do in private eventually shapes how you are remembered in public. Consistency builds credibility, and credibility builds trust. Anyone can perform once, but only disciplined people show up daily. When you stay committed during quiet seasons, you strengthen your character. Character is the foundation of any lasting legacy. Your habits speak louder than your words. Small, consistent actions compound into powerful outcomes over time. Number 4, choose integrity over popularity. Your reputation may open doors, but your integrity keeps them open. Legacy suffers when compromise becomes a habit. Being real matters more than being liked. Integrity anchors you during storms of pressure and temptation. It protects your name long after you're gone. A legacy rooted in truth stands unshaken by time. Your values should guide your actions, not public opinion. When integrity leads, your legacy follows. Popularity is temporary, but integrity is permanent. Doing the right thing often costs comfort, approval, or applause. Integrity means staying true to your values, even when it's inconvenient. It requires courage to stand alone when the crowd moves differently. People may criticize your honesty, but they will respect it in the long run. Integrity builds trust that money cannot buy. Number 5, serve without expecting recognition. Service creates meaning beyond material success. It reminds you that significance is found in contribution. Quiet service often creates the loudest impact. People may forget your name, but they'll remember your help. Serving teaches empathy, patience, and gratitude. It connects you to humanity. A servant's heart leaves a lasting imprint. Legacy grows when selflessness becomes a lifestyle. True legacy builders serve from the heart, not for applause. They give because it's right, not because it's rewarded. Serving others humbles the ego and strengthens character. When you help without expecting return, your impact becomes pure. Many of the most influential people are never publicly recognized. Their reward is the lives they've changed. Number 6, teach what you've learned through experience. Teaching is one of the strongest forms of legacy. Knowledge passed on multiplies impact. When you mentor, you extend your influence beyond yourself. Experience gives credibility that theory cannot replace. Your life lessons are valuable. Don't hide them, use them. Legacy is strengthened when you help others avoid the pitfalls you faced. Teaching turns survival into significance. Your struggles are not wasted. They are lessons meant to be shared. When you teach from experience, your words carry authenticity. Pain becomes powerful when it turns into wisdom. People connect more deeply with real stories than perfect images. Sharing your journey gives others permission to keep going. Your mistakes can become someone else's breakthrough. Number 7, leave places better than you found them. Small improvements compound into lasting change. Leaving things better shows respect and stewardship. It reflects a mindset of contribution, not consumption. People remember those who brought growth and hope. Every space you touch becomes part of your story. Improvement is a form of leadership. A legacy that matters always leaves a positive mark behind. A meaningful legacy improves environments, not just outcomes. Whether it's a home, workplace, or community, your presence should add value. Improvement doesn't require perfection, just intention. When you contribute positively, people notice the difference. Legacy builders take responsibility for their influence. They uplift atmospheres instead of draining them. Number 8, raise others as you rise. Helping others rise creates loyalty and trust. Leadership is about creating more leaders, not followers. When you share knowledge and opportunity, you extend your influence. Legacy builders celebrate others' wins. They understand that growth is not a limited resource. Raising others ensures continuity beyond your lifetime. Your legacy grows when others succeed because of you. Impact multiplies through empowerment. True success lifts others along the way. When you help someone grow, you multiply your impact. Legacy is not built by climbing alone. Empowering others shows confidence, not competition. Your success becomes more meaningful when it creates opportunities for others. Number 9. Stay faithful through hard seasons. Perseverance inspires more than talent. Struggle adds depth to your legacy. Staying committed when it's difficult shows strength. Pain endured with purpose becomes powerful testimony. Endurance shapes identity. Legacy grows stronger when forged through challenge. Your response to hardship teaches others how to stand firm. Legacy is tested in adversity. Anyone can shine in good times, but character is revealed in hardship. How you handle setbacks becomes part of your story. Faithfulness during trials builds resilience. Hard seasons refine purpose and deepen wisdom. People draw strength from those who didn't quit. Number 6. Live, so your life speaks after you're gone. You don't control how long you live, but you control how deeply you live. Legacy is about meaning, not memory alone. What you plant today will grow tomorrow. Live intentionally, love deeply, and lead faithfully. A life lived well never truly ends. One day, your voice will be silent, but your impact will remain. Legacy is what continues when you're no longer present. Your values, actions, and influence become your message. Live in a way that tells a story worth remembering. Every day contributes a sentence to that story. Make choices that future generations can learn from. Let your life preach kindness, courage, and purpose. There was a time in my life when I thought building a legacy meant chasing success non-stop, working harder, proving myself, and trying to be seen. I measured my worth by achievements and approval, believing that one day people would remember me for what I accomplished. But during one quiet season, when things slowed down and the applause faded, I realized something powerful. The people who reached out to me weren't thanking me for my wins. They were thanking me for the moments I listened, encouraged, and stood by them when they felt invisible. That's when it hit me. Legacy isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in the shadows of everyday faithfulness. I realized that the words I spoke in someone's darkest moment mattered more than any title I ever held. My greatest impact wasn't my success, it was my presence. From that moment on, I stopped asking, "How can I be remembered?" and started asking, "How can I make a difference today?" And that single shift changed how I live, lead, and love. I understood that legacy is not about leaving something for people, but leaving something in people. That realization grounded me, humbled me, and gave my life a deeper purpose. Here's my challenge to you. Starting today, be intentional about the legacy you're building. For the next 7 days, choose one action each day that adds value to someone else's life. Encourage someone who feels discouraged. Forgive someone you've been holding resentment against. Show up fully for your family, your friends, or your work, even when it's inconvenient. Ask yourself every morning, what will I do today that will still matter tomorrow? Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Legacy is built in ordinary days, not extraordinary ones. Write down the values you want to be remembered for, and then live them out consistently. Be the person you would want others to learn from. Let your actions preach louder than your words. Remember, you don't need permission, resources, or recognition to start. You just need intention. Build your legacy one decision at a time. As we close, remember this. Your life is speaking, even when you're silent. Every choice you make is shaping a story that others will one day learn from. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present, purposeful, and faithful. A legacy that matters is built by ordinary people who choose to live extraordinarily meaningful lives. Don't underestimate the power of your consistency, your kindness, and your courage. Long after the noise fades, love remains. Long after success is forgotten, impact endures. So live in a way that leaves hope behind, strength in others, and purpose in every step you take. This is Let's Get Motivated, where we learn, encourage, and teach someone. Because the greatest legacy you can leave is a life that lifted others while you lived it. Keep going. Your legacy is already in the making. Until next time, thank you!